Carnival Radio, we assure you that your mornings will definitely feel better. Kick off your day with the Carnival Breakfast Show, Mondays through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Absolute radio for the funnest way to start your day. The Carnival Breakfast.
Good morning and welcome. This is the newspaper review coming to you from Carnival Radio. My name is Joseph Oyukola. And here are the headlines. Tinubu restates commitment to infrastructural development, urban renewal. Fright Lagos canoe train services to cut food prices. SGF, governments working to improve economy. Senate urges federal government to renew strategies to curb rising insecurity. President okays establishment of ICT hub in Ekiti State. Yoruba group hails Labour, federal government on minimum wage negotiation. To begin the news, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said more infrastructure and urban renewal projects are coming. He spoke while inaugurating roads B6, B12 and Circle Road in the Central Area District of Abuja. President Tinubu restated his administration's commitment to infrastructural development and urban renewal. He described it as a cornerstone for our vision for a more prosperous and much more connected Nigeria. In the heart of Abuja, Road B6 Constitution Avenue and Road B12 Independence Avenue connects the three arms zones, cultural and diplomatic areas, ministries, state liaisons offices, and corporate and commercial offices. The president believes the project will reduce traffic congestion and travel time while ensuring seamless connectivity within the capital. Represented by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, the president said, "Our renewed hope agenda continues to prioritize infrastructure as a driving force for economic advancement, with a commitment to building more roads, bridges, and essential infrastructure that will connect people and drive the economy." He said, "As we commission these strategic roads, we are not just opening pathways of asphalt and concrete but also paving the way to enhance economic activities, improve accessibility, and a higher quality of life for our citizens." President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was driving force behind the achievement. Given a background, the minister said, "Mr. President, this road was first awarded in 2007 with a price tag of 48.5 billion. After multi revisions, the cost ballooned to 98.8 billion in 2021. Wike praised the president's focus on completing existing projects, saying, "When we were inaugurating in August 2023, Mr. President gave us a clean directive, complete all ongoing projects before starting new ones." For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. Tinubu restates commitment to infrastructural development, urban renewal. In the meantime, the resumption of cargo train services on the Lagos-Kano route will force down the prices of food items and prolong the lifespan of the highways, the federal government said yesterday. Transportation Minister said Akali will launch the freight train service from Dala Inland Dry Port in Kano to Apapa Port in Lagos State, said the cargo train will run on the narrow gauge. The minister noted development of a modern, safe, secure and sustainable transportation network as a priority of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. He listed the benefits of the restored freight services as reduction in cost of transportation and a slash in the cost of doing business. Senator Akali also noted that the development will reduce pressures and crashes on the highways and boost the country's gross domestic product (GDP). The minister said the fixing of the narrow gauge for freight from Lagos to Kano was carried out as a quick win to ensure the restoration of freight operation to the famous city of Kano as the commercial nerve of the northern Nigeria without interrupting the ongoing construction of the standard gauge. He said Akali also hinted that the federal government has initiated construction of another rail project that will link Badagry of Tinkan and Tinkan to Apapa. He said rail network will also link Lekki to Djibouti and Djibouti to Kajola, which will connect the route from Lagos to Kano and Kano to Maradi. The minister said the newly commissioned project and several others undertaken under the rail modernization project are targeted at accelerating the realization of the renewed hope agenda of President Tinubu. The managing director of the Nigerian Railway Corporation (NRC), Fidet Okira, said the commencement of the service will reduce the pressure on roads. Okira also said due to security challenges, freight will be moved between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. daily. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. Freight Lagos Kano train services support food prices. Meanwhile, Secretary to the Government of the Federation (SGF) George Akume yesterday urged Nigerians to remain calm notwithstanding the prevailing economic challenges. Nigerians must remain calm. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is working to improve the economy, Akume said in Abuja while addressing the National Executive Council of the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN). He said that the current administration took over power when the economy was in a turbulent state, noting, however, that massive reforms were being undertaken. One of them, which appears to be a little bit tough for people to understand, is the removal of subsidy of food. People should stop shouting. They need to know the actual truth, Akume stated. He said that the government had taken several measures to address current hardships, including swift actions in implementing palliatives in cushion of the effect of the reforms. Akuma said, we are all aware of the 35,000 wage award for workers, which means a 30,000 minimum wage with 35,000 on top of that. Additionally, 100 billion of CNG fuel buses will help reduce transportation costs and food prices, he added. On the measures taken by the government to support various sectors, he said, this includes the allocation of 125 billion in conditional grant and financial inclusion for medium and small enterprises and 150 billion naira in palliative loans to states to mitigate the impact of fuel subsidy removal. The SGF added that there were buses ready to be distributed soon, while rice and other essentials would also be made available. On the suspended strike by Labour, Akume condemned the shutdown of the national grid, describing it as a treasonable offense. He said that there was nowhere in the world where Labour ever interrupted the national grid and advised Labour against action that could jeopardize government effort. Akume said that the federal government was not only committed to pay new minimum wage, stressing that it was also focusing on productivity and economic stability. The SDF said our people must rise and have something in their pocket. It's not about demanding 100,000 without productivity. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. SGF, government working to improve economy. In another news, the Senate yesterday declared persistent insecurity in parts of the country. It urged government at all levels to immediately review security strategies to curtail the menace. The resolution of the Senate followed its consideration and adoption of a motion titled Urgent Need to Review Security Approach in Addressing Banditry Attacks in Katsina, Sokoto, Zamfara, Kaduna, Kebbi State in the northwest of Nigeria, sponsored by Senator Sani Nasiru, APC Katsina North. Following the motion, the Royal Chamber sought increased collaboration between security agencies and state government on security matters. The Senate urged President Bola Tinubu to direct thorough review and evaluation of the strategies employed by security agencies in the Northwest and North Central. It also asked the President to consider the deployment of additional security personnel, Social Task Force, to the identified hotspots to ensure the protection of life and properties. The Royal Chamber urged security agencies to take intelligence gathering more seriously. In his contribution, former Senate Majority Leader Yahya Abdullahi said residents were forced to make financial payments to kidnappers. He also noted that this is barbaric. Also, former Senate Deputy Majority Leader Abdul Ningi urged the President to consider giving a time frame to the appointment of service chiefs. He accused some senior security officers of compromise, saying we need to sit down with Mr. President and give him the information that he doesn't have. We must give them what they need. There must be a timeline. Once they know that they can lose their jobs, they will sit up. In his lead debate, Senator Nasiru noted that Katsina, Sokoto, Zamfara, Kaduna, Kano, Jigawa, and Kebbi State have been plagued by escalating banditry attacks, resulting in loss of lives, kidnapping for ransom, displacement of communities, and disruption of socio-economic activities. Chairman of the Senate Committee on Army, Abdulaziz Yaradua, said security agencies should be commended for what they have been doing. For more details, please visit Daily Post newspaper. Senate urges federal government to review strategies to curb rising insecurity. In another development, President Bola Tinubu has approved the establishment of an Information and Communication Technology (ICT) hub in Ekiti State. Vice President Kashim Shettima announced this yesterday in Ado-Ekiti, the Ekiti State capital, while declaring open the third expanded National Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Clinic. During his visit, the Vice President inaugurated a number of projects such as the Ekiti MSME Fabrics Hub, Adire Ekiti Hub, and the Omisanjana Shepherd Road of the Biodun Oyebanji administration. Shettima said the ICT hub, which is expected to be completed within 90 days, will serve as a veritable platform to enhance the potential of the state's youth in the technology space. The Vice President said President Tinubu was committed to empowering youth and business owners through policies and programs that will enhance sustainable economic growth and development. He assured business owners and entrepreneurs in the state that the federal government, through Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDAN, had entered partnership with relevant institutions towards rendering financial and technical support to them for expansion of their businesses. Shettima, who hailed Governor Biodun Oyebanji for his commitment to the welfare of the people, promised that the Tinubu administration will continue to initiate projects that will impact positively on the citizen. He also said Oyebamiji praised Shetima and President Tinubu for their support, saying their advice and ideas help his administration in delivering the shared prosperity agenda for the state. For more details, please visit Daily Post newspaper, President Oke's establishment of ICT hub in Ekiti State. In recent news, a Yoruba social political group, Yoruba Leaders of Thought (YLT), has praised Nibo unions and the federal government for hardening the minimum wage negotiation with caution and a sense of patriotism. The group's leader, Alhaji Tajuddin Olusi, described as heartwarming the general interest of Nigerians, which was considered in determining the way out by the federal government and neighbor unions during their meetings. A statement by its General Secretary, Mr. Bayo Aina, reads, Yoruba Leaders of Thought commends the team currently negotiating minimum wage for the high level of patriotism, sense of responsibility, and acute awareness of the possible impact of a hasty deal on the welfare of the larger majority who may not benefit directly from the minimum wage. It urged the negotiating team to endeavor to be fair to one and all, such that everyone may reap some benefit from the sacrifices that we all have made collectively this past month following the hike in prices of oil and the floating of the exchange rate, even as organized labor appears to be asking for the lion's share in the name of Nigerian workers. It added, in the past 25 years, we all have watched helplessly as minimum wage moved from below 1,000 and to an assured level of more than 60,000 naira. For more details, please visit the Daily Post newspaper. Yoruba Group hails neighbor, federal government on minimum wage negotiation. To end the news this morning, this is the recap of headlines. Tinubu states commitment to infrastructure development and urban renewal. Freight Lagos canoe train services to cut food prices. SGF government working to improve economy. Senate urges federal government to review strategies to curb rising insecurity. President OK's establishment of ICT hub in Ekiti State. Yoruba Group hails neighbor, federal government on minimum wage negotiation. With that, we have come to the end of newspaper review. Thank you for joining us. My name remains Oyo Joseph. Good morning.